important do I feel colour is in our lives? Well, I feel colour is extremely important, of course. It's really changed, over the last, I would say, 10, 15 years. Because of our connection, the world has become a smaller place. Because of our connection on the World Wide Web, we're able to connect much faster to people in Japan, to people in Australia, to people in the United Kingdom, to the United States. It's become a much smaller place. And as a consequence of that, I feel that we are speeding up. It's like energy is speeding up, and colour is a part of this. So we are getting to know ourselves a little bit more through the colours that we choose. And if you notice, there's a lot more colour that's coming into the things that we can buy, like cars. There's a lot more information about if you buy a red card, this is what it means, or a white card, that's what it means, etc. And also, I was seeing the other day, there's a website for getting together with a relationship, in a relationship like eHarmony. It was Christian Mingle or something like this. But they were using a colour personality test as well, which is good news because, again, it means that colour is becoming more mainstream. And of course, Apple products are bringing a lot more colour in. You'll see that interior design is becoming much more colour conscious. And the clothes that we wear, if you take a look at some of the brands, I mean, they have every colour you can think of. They're really realising not just the impact of colour, but that we are opening up. Our awareness, our consciousness is opening up, and we are requiring more colours. It's like a buffet out there. It's not just a couple of things on the colour menu. There's a lot more variety. And of course, we are becoming more complex, and so we want more variety, and so more colours are becoming available, which I feel is a good thing because we're taking colour in. When you wear colour, you're bringing colour into your energy field, you're bringing colour into your consciousness. My whole room is filled with colour. If I'm just in a plain, white, boring room, for me, it just doesn't do anything for me. I like lots of colour around me, and I like to wear lots of colour as well. Whenever I teach, I wear different colours. But at the end of the workshop, particularly my 5-day workshop, I have a tendency to put black on. And I feel that I put the black on just to protect myself. It's almost like I'm making myself insular. I'm going into my cave. So I'm always aware of the colours that I'm wearing and what I'm doing for myself. When I'm due for a menstrual cycle, it's getting a bit personal, but I have a tendency to start wearing a lot more red. When I'm feeling like it's time to talk or speak, I start getting blue on. Of course, I have indigo blue on under here, so I want to be a bit more inspired today. It's that kind of thing. So it's good to take notice for yourself of what kind of colours you're attracted to, what you're wearing. And the same thing with the food as well that you're eating, the drinks. Take notice of the colours that you are taking in. You can bring colour in lots of different ways. It doesn't have to just be in your food and in your drink and wearing them. Have a bubble bath. Those bubbles have rainbows in them. You can buy different bath salts to put into your water, so you bring colour in that way. We have in our bath a light fitting that brings lots of colours into our water, into our bath, so that's really nice. And I have right here a light that has lots of different coloured bulbs on the end, so I'm bringing colour in that way. And I also have a light that shines different colours, thousands of different colours, so I can bring colour in that way as well. I'm surrounded by colour here. I have crystals, so you can have crystals to bring different colours in. And you can wear jewellery. I make jewellery to bring colour in. Again, it's like wearing the colour, but you're bringing it in different ways. It's not just putting it on in clothes. I also make silk energy wraps. So these are colour, bringing different colours in. But this is also, in addition to the colour, it's affirmations as well. So it's bringing that energy in. There's lots of different ways of bringing energy in. Of course, you can use solarized water, not just drinking it. You can mix it in your scrambled eggs in the morning or something. You know, you can mix it in your bath water, mix it in your car. If you've got solarized water, if your car's not working properly, maybe it needs some red energy. So put some red solarized water into the radiator. You know, there's lots of different ways to bring colour in. You can bring the solarized water for your plants as well to help them to grow. Try different colours because different plants might have different needs. So I feel that's all with that. Let's see what else there is. How do you integrate colour into your life, into my daily life? Well, I think I've given you that already. What do you feel is your most important life lesson so far? It's an interesting one, isn't it? What is my most important life lesson? You know, we teach what we most need to learn. So I feel that whenever I'm doing consultations, if I'm doing consultations, a couple of them in a day, and there's a theme, I take notice of what that theme is, because there are no coincidences. You know, because I'm teaching something, because I'm informing someone of something, I'm also aware that that's something that I need to learn too. I think that one of my most important lessons is really to take notice. If I complain about something, then it's a need that I haven't put a request out there, and so that need hasn't been fulfilled for me. So that's something useful as well. I think for me, lessons are very spiritual. So I look at everything from a spiritual perspective.